Hey everybody, it's Dan at Crazy Bad Cuber, and I came to New York to visit Phil, his team, and the Cubicle. Thanks for inviting me out here.
Thanks for coming.
Perfect. So we're gonna go and show you guys what the Cubicle is about and give you a bit of a tour. So let's go and do that.
Okay, so this is the front entrance of the place, and so when you enter here, you're met with what will become a showroom, and we've started to mount these very interesting looking shelves on the wall, and they're holding some. Right now, we were doing a display on GAN puzzles, so. These are a bunch of GAN puzzles. We have some Air UMs, Air SMs, some stuffed animals, GES stuff, and we'll keep improving this room so that it looks really cool. So for anybody visiting, you can just hang out on the couch and try some puzzles that we have. And this is the beginning of a showroom. So this is just kind of a lobby area. We use these suitcases to pack cubes in case we're going on a vending trip. So we just load these up and we go wherever we need to. Okay, so here is where these great individuals work on computers. If you have any questions, most of the time when you write to customer support, one of these people will answer you and try to help you solve your problem. Do we have any cool puzzles here? We can. Maybe this one.
Yeah, you got 13 by 13 there. SM.
Yeah, a lot of popular puzzles here.
What's this?
Oh, this is a little infinity fidget thing.
Ashley's really good at this, right?
I guess.
Yeah. Let's take it over to the next room. Phil door.
The Phil door. I saw this the other day. That sounds like a Harry Potter name. Hey, Phil door.
Yeah. I did not endorse this. This was not.
I endorsed it.
Okay. This is where we film stuff, and where we create a lot of media content and pictures. So this is Damien, the cubologist.
What's up?
Yeah, he makes a lot of graphics, pictures, photographs, videos, logos, anything involving art.
So he's an artist.
Yeah, he's an artist.
Wow.
The Cubicle artist.
A little bit.
Do you Photoshop?
Yeah.
So you're an artist.
All right, and that is a magnetic 7x7.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty. You don't want to watch me turn it. I'm not that good at it.
I got a black one.
Yeah.
Soon to come on to Crazy Bad Cuber's channel.
Yeah.
And here we have a man.
What's his name?
Hello? I don't know. Who am I again? I think I'm new here.
Your last name is Films, right?
Yeah.
Middle name Olson?
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
That's
Olson Films. Yeah, well, he's a very popular video producer, and he does a lot of work with our company. We're here this week to make a ton of cool stuff. And,
It's gonna be pretty cool.
He's been struggling with this 3x3.
I just want to sub 10 this stupid thing, and I keep getting 13s. That's
Give
all
us
I
an
want.
example.
Yeah, give us an example.
I got this. I'm a sub 10. No, I'm not. Please skip. Sequence. 13s every time.
13s
every time.
And this is Chris's really nice camera.
Oh, yeah.
Boom!
Yeah.
I love this thing.
In my dreams.
Yeah. And do you want to show us this? You're like really
This
good
is
at it.
Ashley, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm Ashley. I'm not even.
That's like, you're like Michelangelo with nunchucks right now.
Yeah, I can't actually do that. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
And Ashley is the girl that will update all the Instagram posts that you
Yeah.
see.
That's what
Social
I do.
media.
Yep.
Did you pop that trying to solve it?
No, we were gonna magnetize it, but the pieces are weird. So, so no.
Yep, this is where we take a lot of pictures. Yeah, most of the, I would say a very, very large portion of the pictures we take for our website will be done right here. This is the pro shop. They set up a lot of the cubes over here. Here we have, this is what happens when you use a lot of Cubicle black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We sacrifice many paper towels for that.
It's the Cubicle Premium towels, right?
Yeah. Excellent state-of-the-art paper towel. Here, this is a corporate project for a company called Atolo. They are an education company that basically, it's a program for kids that are trying to go to college. Kids coming from families with like no history of going to college. So there are mostly like underrepresented minorities and people that need a little help with the school system. So they're there to help these kids. And part of their curriculum is to teach the kids how to cube. And so the guy that runs the program, or one of the guys that runs the program, is a cuber himself. And so we're making these for him so that the kids can get better cubes.
Nice.
This is where we stock a lot of the finished cubes. Essentially, we have a pre-made sort of formula we like to put. It's just a mix of lubricants that we want to put in the cube. And if you order a cube without providing instruction, we'll essentially give you one of these that we pre-make, that's stickered. If you want special instructions, we make it from scratch so that you either get a cube that we think is really good or that you think is really good. So in the end, everyone...
So I have a question I've always wondered since I've been here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A lot of these are unstickered.
Yeah.
So you would use one of those if somebody wanted their own sticker scheme, like me or somebody else.
Exactly. Yep.
So what if they had no... they don't care about the stickers. You just sticker that with whatever then?
Oh yeah, so what we do is we default to Fulbright. It's really conspicuous on our website. So if you don't specify a sticker scheme, we'll give you a Fulbright. And we think Fulbright's really good because it helps you see in dark places, and it's the most useful if you don't have any sort of preferences because you can see in the dark. Yeah, the Gans cube, we have tons of them over here. They come in different, GS nut setups. So,
White nuts, purple nuts.
Yeah, purple, green, blue, yellow, red, orange. Yep, we got all of them. Yellow and green and blue are the most popular, so we're stocking them, a little more aggressively. But it's a very versatile puzzle, and it's quite fun to make all of these.
I bet.
They feel really different, and it's actually cool to try them out one by one.
And we know that you can feel a cube and know what it is right away.
Yeah, I'd like to try to feel what type of nut it is.
Okay.
In the cube, maybe some other time. Yeah, here we sticker cubes, we box cubes, we assemble them, we check them for defects, we do everything that's kind of needed to make a premium cube that's fit for shipping to a customer.
So what she's doing is the final step, boxing.
Yes. So this is for this corporate project. So they requested us to put the cubes inside just blank white boxes, and so that's what we're doing. They asked for that, so we'll deliver the product exactly the way we want it.
You're building new company chairs?
Yeah, premium. It's Michael Humu.
Premium.
Michael Humu. What's the actual long version of that?
Oh, Humu Nuku Nuku Apua'a.
I wanted to see if you still knew.
Oh no, of course, he's a legend. He's unbeatable.
He's unbeatable.
He's never lost to Felix in competition.
I mean, that's a fact.
What is this kid doing?
Are you filming behind the scenes of me filming behind the scenes of you filming behind the scenes of me?
I just came for Phil.
You came for Phil?
This works too.
Yeah. His camera is much better than mine. I'm jealous.
Just buy one.
So this is a break room. People eat lunch here if they really want to. We have a fridge, multiple coffee machines, because you need coffee to be awake and productive.
This is your refrigerator,
Yeah,
which is
Cubicle.
currently stocking my Red Bull for when I get tired later.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, this is, it's got a lot of different types of things in here. Let's see, what do we can keep in here? We have a lot of ice cream.
Holy!
I can't actually eat ice cream myself, so it's other people's ice cream. Yeah, ice cream, and then lots of K-cups and fruit and everything else you can find. Here we are making and cutting stickers. We have cuts for basically every well-documented and puzzle
Yeah,
that.
I was in here yesterday picking out
Mhm.
stickers for new cubes.
Yep, and we have somewhat of a logic for the way we organize these things. Like Fulbrights and half-bright components are in the front, and then some of the other more popular colors are in the middle, and then we have some bright colors in the back so that you can distinguish them against the colors in the front. And so there's some logic, and if you work here long enough, or if you spend enough time here, you can pick out the colors really fast because you get a feel for like where they are.
Where they are. I started to feel like that on my 6th.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a lot. You've basically cut. Look at this. It's like a filing system
yeah.
for everything.
Mm-hmm. And some of these puzzles are rather old, but people still get stickers for them, so we just have them around. Here we also have a lot of sticker accessories, like the razors, the application tape. Application tape is, by the way, very, very useful.
That's all I see them using in that pro shop.
Yeah, hand stickering is it can be good if you want to avoid bubbles, but it's very, very slow and sometimes unworkably slow for big cubes. And if you have the responsibility of stickering like tons and tons of cubes, application tape is a very good choice. Cube cover.
And that's for competition.
Yeah, this is for competitions we sponsor or any competition that wants a cube cover. We have Cubicle Labs, Cubicle Pro Shop. These are very cool and important divisions of our company, and also a very, simple message. Don't want to distract the competitors. So, yep. And so here is part of the warehouse. We stock. Maybe stock is not the right word, but we have a lot of spare parts here, and every day we have a guy that works here to gather all the spare parts, and he knows where everything is. So if you ask him to find a part, he will more likely than not.
So someone orders spare parts from your website.
Yes.
This is where they come from.
Yes, most of the time. And if we don't find it here, we'll tear open a new cube to get a spare part, or we'll order a spare part from a manufacturer.
This is all at 2 right here?
Yes, yeah. Some of these are returns, and some of these are spare parts. Sometimes we use returns for spare parts, but if that happens, we do check the puzzle to make sure it's not like defective, because sometimes it's returned for that reason, and then we don't want to send out defective pieces and spare parts.
Do you ever get people wanting to return because their puzzle popped?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That happens a lot, especially for newer cubers. And our first line of work is to explain to them how it works without disagreeing with them strongly to make it sound like, oh, your concern is not valid, or you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So it takes a little tact to do that. But most of the time, you explain to them, yeah, this happens if you're rough on the puzzle, or if you're ordering a puzzle that's prone to popping, and then we give them steps to fix it. We have some apparel here. So this is Cubicle t-shirt, Method t-shirts, jackets, hoodies, wireframe, and we have an old style white jacket here. I don't even know who this is for. Let's see here. Old style white jacket. So this is before we made the sporty white jacket. And this is this is Tim Wong's old jacket. Yeah, before we updated to the sporty jacket, and now he has a nice sporty jacket. So I don't know really what to do with that.
And Chris is still following us
Yeah,
around.
why are you following me?
He's getting behind the scenes of...
I just love following people,
Why are you following me? And what is that in your pocket? It's like a circle. It's a lens cap?
I thought
okay.
it was chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
Because you're such a chewing tobacco type of guy.
That's me.
So we have a lot of accessories here. These are...
That is a lot of cube bags.
Yeah. People like to protect their cubes.
That's really nice,
Yeah,
too. It's like,
I made the mistake of putting my cube in my backpack without a pouch, and like half the stickers got scuffed. So, for people that like to protect their cube, we have cube bags. And then we have some like really nice ones by Gan. I think Gan's cube bags are really good.
those are Christmassy.
Yeah. They have them for all occasions, and we have these nice felt ones too. I think this is Gan, right? Yeah, your ultimate PB renewer.
Yep.
So.
I think I've had a few of those in the boxes.
And then of course we have Cubicle ones too. So
this is a lot of cubes.
yes, it is.
I guessed 100,000. James said that's probably pretty close.
Okay. He would know a lot more about that than I would.
He said 1 million at first, but
I don't know if he was joking about that.
he's joking.
Okay, that's a whole order of magnitude bigger. But over here in this aisle and behind you, we have some of the more popular puzzles. And yeah, stocking the warehouse is a very time-consuming and important thing. But we have to make sure, that everything is stocked correctly.
And labeled.
Yeah, and labeled so that people don't get confused. Sometimes there are many, many different types of the same product. Like the GAN Air, you have the GAN Air S, the GAN Air SM, the GAN Air UM, the GAN Air Master, Advanced. So you have to make sure that the puzzles are easy to find, but not easily confused.
And also, I've noticed walking around here, sometimes same puzzle, different colors in boxes where you can't see it. So that would be a good way to label those too.
And then here we have the famous Dayan Zhanchi 2017.
Oh wow, that is wow.
Have you tried that?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Is it the bomb?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't recommend it, but at the same time I do, because it's such a.
It was an iconic cube for its time.
It was a famous cube of its time. I would not have had my NAR without the Dayan Zhanchi. That's what I set my record
I don't
on.
think I'd have my YouTube channel without the content I've made on it.
Yeah.
Probably a couple hundred videos with the Dayan Zhanchi.
Yeah. It was such a famous, iconic puzzle, but I think this puzzle came a little bit. It came a little short. So, even like a year ago, I was like, it'd be so cool to make like a Dayan Zhanchi 2016, like a modernized Dayan, but I think they still have a lot of work to do if they want to be competitive with like GAN, Mofengi, Moyu, Yushin, that type of stuff. Here, if you go down, you'll find some of the more novelty puzzles. We have non-WCA events, a lot of Minxes, some older puzzles like the Dayan Mega Minx. This thing was cool in its time because it had a grip assistance system, but now the Galaxy also does that. So these older puzzles, and even older, we have the Maru CX3.
Cubics.
Yeah, Mr. Cubics.
Mr. Cubics had his puzzle mass produced.
Yes, he did.
I think there's another mass produced puzzle down here too. This one right here.
Yeah.
The Crazy Bag Cuber 4x4x6 Fisher Cube.
Yeah, very nice.
It's cool to like actually see it stocked somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that's what like Ro feels when he sees himself on like a box.
Yeah.
Like the Pro Shop or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still need a box for myself. I don't have one.
You gotta get faster, Phil. You gotta break some records.
Yes. So yeah, non-WCA Smart Egg, that was a thing like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those too. I made
Yeah.
one video and lost interest.
Yeah. It is cool. It's like kind of a puzzle. It's kind of art at the same time. So.
But it's only got one way to do it.
Yeah.
That's what bored me with it.
Yeah. New RGB shifted logo shirt. So this is our first white shirt we released, at least under our brand, and it's kind of artsy and it has some sleeve print. So it's pretty cool. And then we have a new wireframe hoodie. So this goes really nice with like, if you're wearing something more subdued like gray or black or white.
Yeah.
It looks really good with that.
Yeah, that wireframe t-shirt is my favorite one from the
Oh,
Cubicle.
nice.
Cubicle Labs is second.
And then here are some older puzzles, and then we stock some. The Maying was a very nice puzzle of its time. So, yeah, that was cool. This is the cube Ro used to solve those thousands and thousands of cubes in his 24-hour marathon.
Wow.
That is the Maying. And then a very old Yushin 3x3. This was the 525 world record cube. This helped propel Yushin into the forefront of the industry. So, yeah. Good times. Oh. So we're constantly expanding the warehouse, and we're constantly trying to grow our stock and grow into our space. So to be as efficient and non-confusing as possible, because most of these puzzles are, sometimes have very, very confusing names. So yeah, like half of them are Chinese, half of them are very fanciful, like the Mars.
Quite a while ago, you used to upload an audio clip of how to actually pronounce the real Chinese name of
Oh,
puzzles.
yeah, I did that. So, yeah, the Chinese language is tonal, so it's, you can't really, if you see, like, the English spelling of the word,
Yeah.
you can't actually tell how it's pronounced because these words have tones. There are multiple ways of saying, you know, like the way in Weilong is spelled WEI, and it could have a variety of tones. Like right now, it's supposed to be pronounced Wei, like with like a flat Wei sort of sound, which means like powerful and strong. But you can change the tone to like Wei, which is like kind of a tone going up.
Yeah.
And one meaning of Wei is like to surround, so it's like a completely different one. And then you can have like Wei, which is you know, another way to pronounce it, and that can mean to feed or on behalf of something. So
just the way you say way
yeah
means different things. But
Yeah.
as a Canadian who only speaks English, to me, it's more of just a mood. You say things differently.
Oh, okay.
You say things higher or
Yeah,
lower
yeah, yeah.
depending on how you feel.
Yeah, our language has a tone that sounds like a question. So like wait, it's like a, you know, it's like a kind of an increase in pitch, and that's what people actually say when they pick up the phone. They say wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. So over here we have some lubes and accessories. This is you know, our classic silicone weighted lube. I believe we were the first company to release a weighted lube system, and it was actually funny when we were, you know, debating on what to do with this system. We were like, will it confuse people if we have too many weights? But then we decided no, because, you know, people need the flexibility, and I think people would really like that.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know a lot of other sports in like sporting equipment, they have a ton of accessories. Like tennis rackets have strings that you can install in the rackets, and there are hundreds and hundreds different types of strings, and they're not all transparent in function like weight 1 through weight 5. So this was like a little bit of like a foray into the unknown, but it paid off. It was really cool.
This is like the beginning of customizing your lube.
Yes, and now it's become an industry standard. Now a lot of businesses now have their own weighted system, and it makes a lot of sense for the customers that like to mix and match their own stuff. We also carry Traxxas, and then we have the Cubicle line. So this is like the nicer silicone-based lube. And then we have the stuff made by Cubicle Labs. So that's Lubicle 1, D&M 37, Lubicle Silk. So this is the like the super engineered lubricant that we put a lot of time into making. We have a very specific purpose in mind when we make this stuff, and then we use science to try to accomplish those goals. So for example,
Silk is one of my favorites.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Me too. Like for example, we love Maru, except Maru dries up and then it leaves residue in your cube. It, like kind of it's like white and flaky. So we were like, okay, how do we make a lube that's fast, that works almost instantly? Because part of the appeal of Maru is you put it in there and it works instantly. And so we came up with a formula to basically get all the benefits, or almost all the benefits of Maru, without the drawback of it drying out really fast and then frustrating you with having to clean the cube and losing the speed of your cube. So this is D&M, and I actually have a funny story. I used to have a desk, you know, back there, and I accidentally left a drop of D&M behind a shelf that I was using, and it was there for a long time and it still didn't dry out.
Really?
So, yeah, it
Still,
was just-
when you touch it?
Yeah, it was really funny.
Wow.
So, yeah, and we loved doing the time lapses for these products because you can see just how much staying power this lube really has in compared to like the water-based silicone lubes. Yeah, aside from that, we have some other stuff like the Gan lube, Mofang-E, Z-lube, Maru. We have it all here. As well as some of the accessories like the Gan tensioning tools, the cores, the spring sets. These accessories are really handy, especially the Thunderclap spring set, and the Yushin spring set is really useful on their big cubes too. Yep. It's funny how these spring swaps work, because people like the Chi Thunderclap spring set in their Yushin 4x4.
Yeah.
And this, like, just thinking about another company's product being highly compatible with your company's product is like, wow. Like, I don't know, maybe they'll make their next 4x4 with springs that, that are more compatible with the cube, so that you don't have to put in Thunderclap springs.
So when you do your testing with like what springs work with what, is it one person that does all of that and then tells you, or is just everybody's just kind of customizing everything, and when something works, they tell everyone?
Yeah, so basically, it works one of two ways. One is a person identifies a problem. So for an example of this is the Yushin 6x6 is like really stiff and hard to turn because maybe of its springs.
The red?
Yes. And then so when a person identifies a problem, then people get together to try to fix the problem, and then they use their intuition. What if we used softer springs? Hey, like Yushin 5 springs are like, more forgiving, so we'll use that.
Speaking of the Yushin red,
Yeah. Oh,
this is where they're all stocked.
Yeah, it's a very, very good 6x6.
Yeah, you guys actually just put together a Yushin red,
Yeah,
a Yushin red with the spring swap and magnetized, and everybody is like, wow, this is like the best one that has ever been made. So
Yeah,
I'm
good cube.
really impressed with it.
That was a world record cube and world championship winning cube. So I think that cube's got it all. It's very good. The other thing is, like, when a new product is released, people will get into a mode where they want to just try different things out. And the good thing with us is we are staffed by a lot of cubers, and these people have a ton of intuition about what things could work and what things won't work. So when they anticipate a new product, their intuition will take them to think, oh, I think light magnets would be really good here. I think strong magnets or maybe lube like this will be really good. So a lot of people have intuition on these products. So that's where we get a lot of our ideas from. Okay, so this is where we stock more puzzles. We're preparing for the winter, and the winter sometimes is an environment where we get a lot of orders, and sometimes in bad weather, and then the post office is slow. So we make sure that we're as prepared as possible for the holiday season. And cubes
I
make
thought
really
the
good gifts,
warehouse
so-
over there was big.
Yeah.
And we come in here and it's like
There's
almost.
there's another one.
Yeah, there's another one.
There's another one. Essentially, we have more puzzles. So the Wuxia 4x4 was stocked over there, but it's also over here. We have tons of these, and these are backups for when we run out. Basically,
Oh wow, you got some nice big cubes in here.
yeah, this is our big cube aisle. So, Yushin 9x9.
Black, eh?
Yeah, and see, here's Colin. Colin's a cool kid.
Has anyone ever magnetized a big cube? Bigger than 7?
Bigger than 7? Probably. I'm sure, like, it's somewhat difficult. It's not like rocket science. It's somewhat difficult, but very, very time consuming.
I bet.
So, yeah, maybe someone out there with very, very good patience. Yeah, but Yushin makes fantastic big cubes.
They do. Yushin just posted stickerless 17x17, so I think it's pretty much guaranteed it's coming out.
Yeah, for sure. That's frightening. And this is a nice product, except I think they spelled Colin's name wrong. But whatever. No, it's still
It's not our problem.
No, it's still the Colin we know and love. And here's
Yeah.
Mr. Kevin Hayes.
Oh yeah,
Cool guy.
yeah. I've met him quite a few times.
Yeah. He's unbelievable at big cubes.
Yes.
It kind of like frightens me.
8x8 black.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got some more GAN bags.
More t-shirts.
This is your overstock of t-shirts, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of apparel.
Wow. And all of this, like starting from right here all the way up to there.
Yes.
Wow.
It's some form of apparel. We have more pouches here. We have some old Nats stuff. We always like producing stuff for Nats. Cubing USA Nationals 2017.
So, question: What are you going to do with these now that that's over?
Yeah, so they're still on site and they're still on sale.
Because maybe somebody didn't know and they want to have something to remember that competition by.
Yeah. And or maybe you went to the competition and you got one, but like you used it and it's not brand new anymore and you want to get a new one. And then I might take one for myself because I really like the competition, and it's a good thing to have to remember the competition.
And then here I see we have some overstock fidget spinners.
Yeah.
So how
Yes.
many fidget spinners do you estimate you have in stock right now?
I don't know, maybe like a few thousand.
A few thousand, yeah, that's what I would think.
They're very interesting objects, but I mean they're not as interactive as cubing puzzles, so you know.
And then here we have some Moyu bags. These are cube bags?
Yes, they're cube bags, and Chi Mofeng also has a bag, and both of these are really cool.
Do they have any dividers in them, any of these?
The Moyu bag does not. The Chi Mofangi bag does. They made a point to have a compartment for a stack mat timer, and then like for your papers if you're traveling, and then for different cubes and your cell phone. And so yeah, the Chi bag is like, it's designed for like utility, and then this one is slightly larger, and it's designed for just carrying a lot of stuff. So
But if you're only taking your mains, you don't need something big.
I don't think so. I mean, it depends how many events you do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so that is a tour of the Cubicle's business. Thank you very much for having me here. I'm still filming more. I'm not saying goodbye to them forever. But that's really interesting. This place is a lot bigger and a lot more organized than I thought it would be in terms of a business.
Except the spare parts.
Except the spare parts, right. All right, Phil, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been great visiting with
Yep.
you.
Mhm.
All right.